Hello and welcome to Normal Game Couch. This is episode 33 of the Mandleth operation. Now you might be wondering, why are we all the way over here at the beach? Well, I need wood for a project, and the project that I'm trying to finish is all the way on the east coast, or sorry, the west coast. So I figured we'd start at the east coast and kind of just walk to the left and collect wood, harvest wood as we go. There's a meteorite. Did I know that was there? I don't know if I knew that was there or not. Let's get it. I can't pass by one of these without getting them. They're so, common now. I don't know where they all were when I was trying to collect meteorite. Now let's do this way. Make this go a lot faster. I'm just going to completely go ham here. I'm not even going to try to make it neat. So the project that I'm working on, like I said, is on the west coast of the world here. And like I also said, I need wood for it. And I know you don't normally get wood at the beach, but I just figured, we'd work all the way from the right and go all the way to the left. That was my thought. We'll see how that works. I'm going to leave a huge, ugly divot in the world here. I'm not too pleased about that. Maybe we'll patch it in with some of the sand I'm picking up. Wasn't really planning on this, but that's the way it goes with Terraria. You kind of never know what you're gonna wrap yourself into here. But anyway, the project I'm working on, which I am kind of being coy about right now, I'm not really revealing it, is something that I was planning on saving for the last episode, like it was going to be part of the finale. But I decided to go ahead and do it now. Because, let me show you something in my inventory. I have these power cells, and if you've watched the last few episodes of the show, you know what that means. I want to assure you, before you turn the video off, that, yes, I am going to be going after the golem, but I'm going to be doing it in a way I haven't done yet. So don't turn off the video thinking that it's going to be more of the same, because once I get to the left side of the world, you'll see. I do have something very special in mind. But like I said, we need wood for it, so let's quit messing around with meteorite and go get some wood here. What's down here? Nothing! Let's see, we can use that for dye, right? Pink prickly pear. Alright, now the cactuses don't supply wood. Let's just keep going. Here's our dungeon. We kind of did a big tour of the landscape. Was that the previous episode or the one before? I can't remember. I'm doing a whole bunch of episodes in 1 week, so the other ones that I've done kind of meld together in my mind. I want about 200 wood. We probably won't need that much, but I want to hit the ground running on this thing, man. If you're just joining the stream, thanks for checking out Normal Game Couch, playing Terraria today. Episode 33 of the Mandleth operation. So named because that's the name of the world that our main character Ryko inhabits. And Ryko is named after the computer processor found inside the Nintendo Entertainment System. There's your fun little Mandleth operation fact of the day. It's like cat facts, but, you know, for nerds. Or for people who watch my stream on the regular. Alright, so we probably have about 200 wood by now, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, 246. So we'll go ahead and fast travel out there. I noticed that the sun is almost setting, so I'll make it quick so you guys can see what's going on in the light of day. Alright, so this here is an arena I built. This is kind of like I guess you could call it a trap arena. It kind of automatically kills enemies who are unlucky enough to find themselves here. Case in point. And so on the floor here I have all these little pressure plates. These are pressure plates that are designed to be activated by enemies, or in other words, anything other than a player character. Now I can still get damaged by projectiles like that, but I can't set off the traps, you see. So we're going to test this out later with a pirate invasion. And you may also notice that I have this thing up here. This is what was in the temple before that we used to summon the golem. And yeah, apparently you can move that thing. So I kind of thought it would be fun to have the golem up here. This is what I meant when I said that, yeah, we're going to fight the golem again, but it's going to be different than it was before. And in true arena fashion, we have our campfires here and our heart lamps down there. We got some on this side and we got some on this side as well. And if you watch the buffs in the upper left there, you know, whoa, king slime. Maybe we'll get to test the arena out with a boss, although this boss isn't too bossy. What I'd like for him to do is jump over this thing here. Can he make it? He's not going to make it. I think I just... Oh, alright, yeah, come on, guy. Let's get him falling on some of these traps, see if it works. I thought that would have teleported him. I guess King Slime doesn't teleport. Alright, let's just kill him. This guy might be too big to really suffer from the traps. Alright, so after a while you can just kind of run through all this and just pick up all this stuff here. Ton of drops. So yeah, what I have here, let me just go through it here. This is a spear trap. When enemies come through here and step on these, spears come down and get them. These buttons here are connected to a dart trap in the wall. And it's kind of the same on the other side. More spear traps. There you just saw one go off. And more yeah, spear traps there. And more buttons here for darts here. And last but not least, I want to mention that we got a teleporter here. So on the left and on the right, we have a pretty, like a gauntlet of traps for the enemies to kind of trigger, right? But if they happen to make it past it, they get teleported into this, I guess I'll call it a death box, which pretty much guarantees their eventual death. And the cool thing about this, there's two cool things about it here. I have this switch here, which if you watch this section closely, when I trip the lever here, it becomes pass-throughable, right? So I can go in there and I can get everything. But half the time I don't even need to use that because I can kind of jump up and collect the stuff inside the death box without actually having to go inside it. Like, see those coins down there? I can grab those. So this ended up being relatively unnecessary, but I'm still glad I have it just in case I ever do need to get in there for some reason. You never know what's going to happen, so I could find a reason why I need to go in there. And the heart lamps, of course, and the campfires, of course, add to my health regen. So I just wanted to give you a quick tour of the trap arena. I think it's pretty awesome. I spent a pretty good amount of time on it. And the reason I did it now instead of for the finale, like I had planned, is because when I was doing the... Yeah, it was the last episode. When I was doing the kind of landscape tour on the last episode, I realized I don't really have, like, an arena. Like, I have places where I can fight the bosses and do pretty good against them. You know, when I have, like, my campfires set up and my heart lamps set up, and I have all that stuff set up, but I didn't really have a real arena, so I thought, you know, I should just build one, and if I plan on fighting the golem again, instead of letting it stagnate down there in the temple, why not show you guys something new? So that's why I did it, like 3 episodes early, just so you guys would have something new to look at. So, let's go ahead and summon the golem and see how that goes. Ah! I haven't fought this guy out here yet. So this guy probably isn't going to be affected by the traps too much. But all the ads below, like all the additional mobs that kind of come in unceremoniously, they're going to be affected by it. By the traps and whatnot. So I guess the point being is I don't have to worry about the additional mobs coming in and messing me up. So that's good, man. It's all good. I'll try hitting this guy with this thing. See if this is any good. It seems pretty good, but it doesn't seem like it's... one of the things I like about the vampire knives is their ability to heal me. They take life from the enemy and give that life to me, so I think I'm going to switch back to the vampire knives here. So I noticed that the big enemies, i.e. the golem and the king slime, don't get teleported into the death box. I guess these guys aren't affected by teleport pads, which I guess is to be expected. I mean, if that were the case, you could cheese these guys so hard. So it's probably for the best that you can't. So I mean, if that guy found himself in that box, like if I teleported him in there, it would be over for him in like 2 seconds. I don't call it the death box for nothing, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I really like about fighting the golem in this arena is I built this arena out of temple parts, which is kind of like where he used to reign, you know? So it's almost like a big slap in the face, because like, hey, not only am I killing you, I also messed up your temple, and I'm also using your temple to kill you more. It's kind of like a big slap in the face to this guy. And, I don't know, I thought it's kind of somewhat fitting that I take this guy out a couple times. You know, not trying to get stale by fighting the golem so much on the stream, but it seemed like this was a call to action against him here, you know? And we got him. Piece of cake. Alright. Let's summon the pirate army. This ought to be fun, what with our arena here. All kinds of stuff dropping, man. Summon a pirate army. Approaching from the east. Well, that's off to the right. I guess that's alright. We'll see how this goes. I haven't fought an invading army in this arena yet. So this will be a good test to see how effective it is. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw the golem again too. So we'll have the army, the pirate army, and the golem going off at the same time. I think that I think I'll be able to handle that. I mean, I kind of built this arena just so I'd be able to handle that kind of stuff. So I want to put it through its paces, you know? Like, let's really try to put this arena through its paces. We got a boss and an invading army. They should be showing up anytime. They do show up this far out, right? The pirates? Pretty sure. I mean, I'm pretty far off to one side of the map, but I'm pretty sure they do show up this far out. I think as long as you're above ground, they show up, right? I don't know. I've never actually summoned an army this far away from home yet, so... I got that alert at the bottom of the screen that said they arrived, but if that's the case, then, you know, where are they? I guess I was wrong. I was under the impression that they would be able to make it this far out. Oh, that's all right. We'll get to killing them eventually. They're not going anywhere. Ah! Jumped on top of my box of death. So one of the problems about having such an effective arena, though, is you fill up your inventory ridiculously fast, usually with junk that you don't want. Oh, and I forgot to put my wood down. The whole reason about collecting wood from the other part of the map was so I could put platforms down, wooden platforms, and I totally didn't do that. Completely neglected to do that. It's alright. I still want to do that, though. Just slipped my mind for some reason. Alright. Let's jump up on top of the death box here. Alright, let's make some wooden platforms. We went out of our way to get these. Alright. Alright, so I kinda just wanna go around and you can't put these down unless they're attached to something, so let's put a wall up. I'll just take the wall down. Okay. I take this wall down now, and the platform still floats. Not what I was going for. Oh my god. Oh, I'm just making it worse and worse. Alright, you know what? Why don't we stand on the platform? So simple, right? Stand on the platform. And we'll put one more tier down. I love how the height of this matches the height of the death box, too. Didn't even plan that, but it's a nice little coincidence. I don't care about you, slime. Now, if this makes it so that the enemies are able to get up here too easily, and thus not be affected by the traps so much as they are now, then I'll take the bottom platform tier off. Yeah, I guess the pirates aren't showing up this far out. I wonder how far. Wonder how far I'd have to go. Maybe I could kite them out here, you know? Yeah, these slimes are kind of showing me what I was afraid of. Let's take the bottom tier off. And I'll just have that top tier just for me. I don't think any of the mobs are going to be able to get up there. Maybe, but I don't think so. And we'll fire up the golem boss fight again. Alright, let's fight the golem one more time. Ah! Ah, see, he can jump as high as the platform, but he can't land on it. That is awesome. Oh, this is great. Ha 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 ha. Loser. What a loser. You suck, golem. Oh, this is awesome. I was concerned that he would jump on the platform and it would make the fight, you know, more difficult than it had been, but this is great. He jumps above the platform, but I guess because he's a boss, he doesn't like connect with it or something. I think that's the same thing that was happening with the teleport pad. I think like big bosses like this one just don't connect with certain elements of the landscape there. You can kind of use that to your advantage sometimes, as is the case now. Somehow a blue slime got up here. I don't really know how that happened. That blue slime probably spawned on top of the death box. Yeah, that green one just did the same thing. It's not that they jumped up there, they just spawned up there. Ah! Yeah, so this arena here is pretty effective. I love that moment, like after a long battle like this, where you jump down into the like the death track, and there's just so many things for you to pick up. Get rid of this purple slime, like this here. I love that. Well, like I said, though, this really fills up your inventory incredibly fast. So did I fight? Yeah, I used all three of my golem summons, so I guess we're done here for now. I just wanted to show you guys the arena. We'll definitely be coming back here, you know, for future streams. There's a lot that I'm going to want to do here, you know? So, I'll definitely be seeing this place again. The reason I built it over sand is because I've seen a lot of people build arenas in, like, cave systems and whatnot. And the thing about that is, you know, you get, like, these death tracks like this. But if only a certain amount of enemies can spawn in, and they start spawning in the caverns below, then there's not, you know, enemies enough on your death track to kill or to trigger the things or whatever. So it becomes less effective that way. The thing with sand is there are no open spaces because gravity works on it. So if you build above sand, just so long as you don't dig underneath it, Like, I know I'm kind of hypocrisizing myself because there's a cavern over there, but that's just one small cavern. But if you don't dig underneath it, then this stays a solid mass and nothing can spawn inside of it. So you want to build your like big time final showdown arena over the sand if you can, and just try to remember not to dig that out. I also built a staircase up here in case there were any enemies that needed help getting into this place. And let's platform this off so people don't fall into that pit. Where's my hammer? There it is. My hammer off these corners so everything's flush. Come on. Oh, God. This is making it worse. Let's zoom in and see what I'm doing. There we go. Now this side. Okay. There. Now they shouldn't have any trouble getting into this place. I'll probably be fine-tuning this thing as time goes on, too. Like, this is a pretty big killing machine that I've built here, and I want to make sure that it's as effective as possible and continues to be as effective as possible. Also, you'll note that this teleporter has a button on this one, but there's no button on the other side, so it's a one-way teleport. So once an enemy gets put inside this death box, there's no way out if this gate is closed. And like I said, these are monster, touchpads, so I can walk on them all day and I won't trigger any of the traps. So, all right, man. So that's kind of like a demo of the, I guess we'll call it the death machine or the death arena or something. I'm pretty proud of it. I built that today. I spent a few hours making it. Maybe 2 hours making it. It didn't take that long. Like, it wasn't an uncomfortably long amount of time, but I wanted it to be functional, and I wanted it to look nice, too. Normally I put function over form, but when it comes to this stream, I try to make things look nice, too. So I wanted to go down the elevator and kind of grind the wall of flesh a couple times, because I'm trying to get all those medallions. I can't remember what they're called exactly, but like the warrior medallion, the ranger medallion, and the mage medallion. I don't know how many of them I have. I suppose I could check my inventory before I go down and see what I need. And you know what, since we're here... Oh, there's the pirate invasion. Man, I forgot about those guys. Alright, let's kill the pirates. So I wonder if now that I've... now that they've found me, if... I mean, I'm not going to kite them all the way back to the arena. I mean, that's on, like, the way other side of the map, but... I kind of wonder if... Let's go out there real quick and see if they'll come out that far now that they've spotted me. Let's kind of hang around here for a little bit and see if we see them. If I don't see them after a minute, then we'll move on. Not seeing any pirates. I'm not sure exactly what the rules are for, like, when there's an invading army, like what spaces they occupy. I don't know if it's that the arena's too far to the left, or that they hang around where the NPCs are. Like, I don't really know what the rules are. I'm sure there are rules that govern such behaviors, but I just don't know what they are. Yeah, I'm not seeing any pirates, so... Alright. Where can I deal with these guys where they won't kill off my people? Maybe over here to the left, maybe? Up on this mountain. You either have to kill 80 pirates or 120 pirates before the invasion stops. I can't remember the number. I know it's either 80 or 120. One of those numbers is for the Goblin army, and the other number is for the pirate army. See, the pirates are all down here. I don't know why the pirates don't hang around by the arena that I built. Pirate captain. Let's take out the pirate captain. This guy drops, sometimes he drops a cannon. It's a pretty cool item. I was just trying to get back to my house so I could see what amulets I had. But I forgot about the pirate army. Pirate captain used to give me so much trouble. Wow, my inventory is full. Okay, let's, where can I put this? I put a safe down. Let's put a light here so I can see. Put a safe down and make sure I have what I want in my hotbar here. Alright, and we can just kind of quick drop everything in there. Pick this deal back up. Alright, we should be good to go for a little while longer here. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in these particular caverns. It's kind of nostalgic coming back here, you know? Underwater parrot. Underwater parrot would be a dead parrot. This parrot is dead. Deceased. Alright, man, let's go down the elevator and kill the wall of flesh a couple times. I actually don't have any of the boss summon items that we need, but once you get down into hell, they're relatively common. You find one maybe about every 5 minutes or so. Maybe we can use this. Can we use the Clother voodoo doll? I know historically for me it's been the guide voodoo doll, but I wonder if the Clother voodoo doll would work. We can always try it. Let's give it a shot, man. Oh, look at all these webs. So I haven't been down the elevator in a while. Oh, a mimic. Let's take this mimic out. Mimics always drop something. Fleeting Philosopher's Stone. Eh. It's the deep hollowed. Might want to farm this place later. Looking for the hollowed key mold. Ah. Alright, so I can't remember which direction the wall of flesh comes from. I think the wall of flesh comes from whichever side you're closer to. See, these are, like, I know a lot about Terraria, but it's those, like, little, you know, pieces of minutia that I actually don't know about. but I think he comes from whichever side you're closer to. So let's go to the right side, drop the guide voodoo doll in, and take this guy out with the vampire knives. This guy goes down quick with the knives, man. Ah! That really snuck up on me. Alright, so here's what we're going to try to do. Throw the thing in, then fly up here. Alright, just wanted to test before I did it. Alright, voodoo doll. Did I throw it in? No. Why is it not? Normally I would hit R1 to throw the voodoo doll, but this particular voodoo doll is not being thrown. I wonder if that has something to do with the fact that it's the clother. It says it's equipable. See, I know that if I equip it, it would allow me to kill the clother. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want to drop it. Nothing I press is doing it. I guess it does have to be a guide voodoo doll. Well, that's cool. I mean, they're not really that hard to get. Like I said, you can get one in a few minutes if the right enemies spawn. What we're looking for is a demon carrying a voodoo doll. That is not one, but these guys have a chance to drop a red feather and make some wings out of those. The enemy we're looking for is called a voodoo demon. I think that's what those guys are called. Kind of keeping a lookout underneath the Hell Bridge too, in case we see one down there. Oh, there's one. Alright, guide voodoo doll. Excellent. Let me look at something here. I know I'm getting attacked, but I don't really care. I just want to compare them side to side. Okay, see, R1, it says action on both the guide voodoo doll and the clother voodoo doll. So you'd think hitting R1 would perform the same action on both voodoo dolls, but that does not seem to be the case. Alright, so we're going to go back down to that lava pool and throw this deal in. Yeah, see, R1. R1 does not throw the clothed voodoo doll. Alright, let's do this. Oh, come on. Get in there. And there's the wall of flesh, okay. I'll zoom out so you guys can see. Yeah! I love fighting this guy with the vampire knives. It's so fun. Once his health gets down to about halfway, he starts shooting lasers out. There we go. Almost dead already, dude. God, I love the vampire knives. We picked up a Buster Sword. It looks cooler than it is. 49 melee damage isn't that much, really, considering we got a 77 here. The vampire knive's 38 melee damage, but it throws like 6 of them at a time, so 38 times 6, whatever that is. Zoom back in here. Now, what we didn't get was the drop that I was hoping for. I'm looking for those. This is a cool weapon too. I kind of like this one. I'm looking for those amulets or whatever. There's a melee one, a ranged one, and a magic one. And if you get all three, you combine them into like super amulet. I can't remember the name of the stuff, but emblem is the word I'm looking for. Clear this up here. So yeah, when you combine all three of them, you get it's all coming back to me. You get the Avengers amulet. Not to be confused with Marvel's Avengers. Why is there like an extreme lack of lighting down here? I would have put torches down, right? How come there's no torches down? Let's make the run again and put torches down on the way. Something must have destroyed my torches. There's some. Yeah, something must have took out some of the torches. Now, I wouldn't have put them here because the lava lights it up. I don't know what would have taken out the torches, but I'm sure I put them down. Just kind of want to see, you know? Kind of important. Oh, we got worm sign. Where'd he go? Man, they go down so quick now. It's like cutting through butter with a hot knife. Let's get rid of this little lump of ash block. And there's lava on the ground. You gotta be careful. Creeping lava. Ah! I think I just answered my question. That's what was taking out my torches. Did you see that? I gotcha. There must have been lava somewhere took out my torches. Mm-hmm. Solving mysteries. Archdemon, he does not have a voodoo doll. What I would love to happen was for like a blood moon to rise or something, and then I could take thought that might have been a voodoo demon. I would love for a blood moon to rise, and then I could take the fight to the arena again and show you guys what that's like during a blood moon. It'd be nuts. I'm sure we'll get another event before the series is over. Next time if I'm grinding or something, next time I get an event like that, I'll stop what I'm doing and save it for the stream, and then do that during the blood moon, or whatever the event happens to be. I'm going to go into the deep hollowed. Speaking of grinding, I want to grind a little bit for the hollowed key mold. I was grinding a little bit before, trying to get the hollowed key mold, and you know, I was making some pretty good progress, you know, but I didn't actually get it, so I guess my progress wasn't that good. But you got to be in the deep hollow like we are now, and every enemy down here has an equal chance of dropping it. It's 1 out of every 2,500 enemies. Well, it's got a 1 in 2,500 drop rate. But the drop rate's based on the biome, so all the enemies down here will drop it. And once we get it, the hollowed key mold, that is, we can make a key out of it and bring it to the dungeon and get a new weapon. Now, there are more effective ways to grind enemies for a key mold. I'm aware of that. And I do have a similar arena to the one that you saw, built in another world. I don't take this character into the other world, but I am willing to twink this character with a key mold from another world. So I was grinding in a pretty good arena that I built earlier today to try to get that key mold, but it just wasn't coming, man. But if I don't get it today, then hopefully I'll have it by next episode, which will be Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So once I get that, we'll go to the dungeon, get a new weapon. I'm not going to spoil what the weapon is, but it's pretty awesome. So I really hope I can get that key mold. I'm going to work hard this week and the beginning of next week to try to get the key mold here. In patch 1.3, they did away with key molds entirely, and they just give you the key. So they cut out like a middle step there, which I think is overall better. You get the blank keys from fighting Plantera. So I kind of like that you'd have to fight Plantera to be able to get the keys to open up those dungeon, those biome chests in the dungeon, but it is just kind of an unnecessary step when you think about it. Alright, anybody else want to fight? Where are you guys? Some dudes over there to the left. So I don't want to get too far away from the deep hollow, because it is tied to the biome. Is this... Oh yeah, well, this is all hollow all the way to the left. That's a bigger expanse than I thought. I hate it when they die in the lava, because now I don't know if there's like a key waiting for me in the lava down there, you know what I'm saying? Let's jump in and see. Ah! No key mold! Just didn't want to take the risk of missing it, man. Guess that was a stupid thing to do, but... You gotta do what you gotta do. Was that, It's been a while since I harvested any of this stuff. Titanium? Is that titanium there? Yeah, titanium. It's the garbage ore. It just looks like a pile of garbage. Not very attractive to look at. It's beautiful down here. I love these mushroom biomes. You know, this is what I have underneath my house. But in its natural state, it looks a lot cooler, you know, it's, I have it all, like, rigid and square. But down here it's so, like, organic and natural and flowing, it looks a lot cooler. Yeah, I'm not getting that key mold tonight, man. I'd have to be pretty lucky for it to drop before I end the stream. So yeah, I'll work this weekend and really put a lot of effort into trying to get that thing. They died down here again, didn't they? Alright. Let's go finish off that invading pirate army. Ah. Thought I was on my vampire knives. Where's an effective place to fight these guys? I really wish they would come out to the arena. I wonder if this bird follows me all the way out to the arena. Let's try this out. I want to see if this bird follows me all the way out to the arena, if it'll bring the rest of the pirates with it. This is largely an experiment. We'll see if it works. It'd be great if it did, because then I could fight the rest of the invading pirate army in the arena and really show them what for. I've never kited a mob this far in this game before. This is a new one to me. I don't know if it'll work or not. Ah, getting stuck. Alright, bird. Almost there, I think. And be careful not to kill it, man. I'm fighting my instinct right now not to hit it with my vampire knives. Almost out there. I don't think this will work. Just for the record, I'm betting it won't work. Alright, so let's let this guy fly around a bit and see if other pirates come out. There's a goblin down there. Yeah, this doesn't seem to have worked. I mean, I know that this parrot is much faster than the other pirate enemies, but I was kind of thinking with the pirate here, or with the parrot here, that the other guys might spawn in from off the side of the screen, like that goblin just did. But no, it doesn't seem to be working. God, I would love to fight the pirates here. That would be so awesome. Hopefully, you know what would be awesome is if we get a solar eclipse and we can do the solar eclipse here. That would be awesome. I'd be all about that. Well, yeah, it doesn't seem like this parrot brought the other pirates out. So we'll go finish off the invading pirate army. Shouldn't take much longer. Ah, God, it's the second time I did that. Oh, look at all these guys, these deckhands. Alright, where are you coming from? Get dead, pirates. The pirate captain has a chance to drop the cannon. Pretty good weapon. I don't use it myself. I'm not really much for like gun weapons in this. But the well, look at that bird glitching out on the wall. I'm not really much for gun weapons in this. But the occasional one is pretty cool. Something did drop earlier. That was kind of cool. It's not really a gun weapon because it doesn't take ammo, but it kind of has that joie de vivre about it. It's the KO gun here. I'll show you guys this real quick. It's pretty cool. It fires a boxing glove out. You can hold it down too, so you don't have to keep tapping it, so that's nice. Still like my vampire knives, though. Just saying. It's far more effective. You guys come into my house, try to kill my vendors, I'll take you out. Crossbow chick there up on her perch. What's up here? We got a sky island up here? I honestly can't remember. Oh yeah, got a sky island up here. It's been a while since we've been up there. Yeah, we've come a long way on the stream. I mean, 33 episodes in. And like I said, hopefully on the next episode... Why are you guys running away? Hopefully on the next episode, I'll have the key mold that we need to get the next weapon that I want. Which again, I'm not going to spoil. But hopefully we'll get it. I'm going to work hard. Work hard to do that. I got 3 episodes left. We're going to cap out at episode 36. And then we're going to start our Elder Scrolls Online series. So that should be a lot of fun. Also, the week we start our Elder Scrolls series is also the week that we start our Rare Replay series on the Xbox One. And that also marks the very first time we'll have streamed an Xbox One title on Normal Game Couch. So the week after next week is going to be full of firsts. So if you're a fan of Normal Game Couch, be sure to check out the week after next. Also, be sure to check out next week too, because that's going to be the wrap of our Terraria stream, which is kind of a big deal. You know, I was thinking about it today, talking to my girlfriend about it. Pirates have been defeated. Talking to my girlfriend about it, and came to realization that I've been streaming this game on Normal Game Couch for more than half a year. That's kind of a big deal. So it's kind of a big deal to decide to like finish it, like to wrap it up. So yeah, we got 3 episodes left after this one, and hopefully, like I said, on the next episode we'll have the hollowed key mold. I'm going to work hard to get it, and so that's that, man. We defeated the pirates. So we'll do our Batman pose on top of this gothic cathedral roof, like Batman so often does. And thanks for watching. It's been Normal Game Couch. I've been your host, Payton. That was episode 33 of the Mandleth Operation, our Terraria Let's Play. Thanks for watching. See you next time.